It hasn't done that yet. Yeah, they said once beta's over, the free to play starts. But they're saying not until 20. I'm talking to you. They're saying not until 2027 will the beta end. Are you gonna go on another rant about this? We've had this talk before. And we've had this talk before. And it's the exact same conversation as before. Hence my words. You okay? You okay? Hey, Saffron. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Twist. How are you doing today? I knew it was wild yesterday. It's just leaving them pent up. It was innuendo after innuendo after innuendo. Ah. So you had the smart kids today. So, we've made it back to Satasha and story. This is the same quest we did where we fought the demon and Oda, but this is the Wimsa version of it. The 3 city states have different intros, up to level 15. Yep. Istola guards Limsa Mensa. Ulda is guarded by Fankrid, and Nita and Papalimo guard Gordania. Each of the 3 cities has a different quest line for the start until level 15. But they all end on the same boss fight. The double-bladed demon and the masked mage. But up to that point, what you do to that point is different. So like Limsa is Yostola's zone. So hers is more about praying to the shrines. Fankridge is more about the prosperity of Ulda. And Yida and Papalimo are about the nature of the elementals and the preserving of the world as it is. Last time, when we played my new bunny on the free trial, we did the Ulda's beginning, where you help the paladins fight off the slave traders. This time, we're helping the pirates solve a murder mystery. Vidania is about a disturbance in the nature of the forest.
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports. I am Melve Ffxiv, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What What worth is high regard without just reward after all? Ha! Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Baderon and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet. A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the woman who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh! A seat at the feast!
Oh, and don't be late. Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Right back, coffee. Hey, Fiend, I started coffee, sorry. I don't know if you're still here or not, but I was making coffee. AI, they don't do small numbers. They're trying to make an impact. Out of nothing. Like I said. I already told you what it was. Don't get defensive. Don't get defensive and raise your voice. And how am I supposed to know you actually heard me when you don't actually talk to me? And there you go again. That's enough of that. felt it all. No, you're shouting. I haven't raised my voice. Literally, I haven't raised my voice. You're the one getting mad and angry and pissy. I'm talking, you're yelling. And I told you. guys got anything wrong? I haven't. If you want to leave, I have. Bye. I got my coffee, sorry.
brothers and sisters of the sea. Join me now in honoring this woman for her services to our great nation. May the navigator guide and protect her on her journey, till sea swallows all. These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine. But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow. This is one of the crystals of light.
By the navigator.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not, of a towering crystal? You bathed in her light.
Y'shtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light. Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the primals.
She's one of the original Warriors of Light.
When the Gallian Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle.
The original
will
Warriors
never
of Light
forget
were 7 people.
How it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our
They all
comrades.
changed jobs
Yet whenever we try to shout
and took
their
on new
names,
roles.
the sound dies in our throats.
Ystor was a
Whenever we
bard and
strain
went to
to
a
see
white
their
mage.
faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us,
Papalymo went from
set
healer
against a
to black
blinding
mage.
light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this
Bankred
reason that we call them
Went from paladin
Warriors of
to
Light.
rogue.
When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them.
Wiswa was the white mage, but he
Keep
died.
that crystal safe. In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon
You have to be blessed by the Mother Crystal.
Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself.
You're
who
born with a
speaks.
blessing or you're not. See, this is the blessing right here. The visions. The visions is the blessing. It's the blessing of the Mother Crystal. The Warriors of Light are the only defense against the darkness.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the
Dark
bold.
spirits are people
Show
who
those
were never
Imperial
sundered
war sons what
during
we're
the
made of.
Great Collapse.
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas.
The original
Hold that
souls of the
position, though it
world.
costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb
They
for our
escaped
cause.
by a
We
chance.
must not fail them.
Which is why there's only 13 dark spirits.
Is Artemis?
They are the 13 people who
No,
survived the
it
Great
is
Sundering,
nothing.
when the world split from 1 to 14.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily. Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
There's 13 dark spirits and 14 reflections. The reflections are the planet that we're on. It has 13 mirrors, copies of the planet, each with their own timeline and speed of the time.
Respond! Respond, damn you!
Like, it could be a day here, but it could be 100 years somewhere else.
Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
Think of it like the Marvel multiverse. If you've ever read a Marvel comic, you have the multiverse of
What's going
the
on?
multiple Earths that are all the same, but there's slight differences.
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Like in Marvel, Earth 8376 is the source.
Mad Snake!
It's the
Mad
original
Snake!
timeline.
Answer me!
But every time a catastrophic event happens, it causes a splinter.
Damn it all to the seventh hell!
Some people are exactly
What
the
of
same, yes.
barracudas? Can they not be reached?
But time flows differently in every realm.
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
Right now we are on the source.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Shadowbringers takes us to the first dimension
Yes, my lady.
and the 13th dimension.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Swamp.
The source is the first dimension.
General,
It's the one where
Victory
if
may
it dies,
belong
all
to
the rest
foe,
disappear.
But there will be no victory
Similar to what they
today.
did in Marvel during the
You know
special
this to be
multiverse
true.
comics,
Let us
where
not
if the main world
sacrifice
died,
lives in vain.
everyone else died.
The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
But just because you died in one world does not mean you're dead in the other world.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
It also means there's no chance that you might not see yourself either, because time flows differently in every shard.
Draw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
Sort of like how in the Marvel multiverse,
The outcome
Superman
might
was
as
good
well
in one
was
world
long
and then
since
evil in
decided.
another.
Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who?
Just because you're in the
Or
both
what?
worlds doesn't mean you're gonna follow the same path in every world.
We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
Kasbamul, Soginin Moise Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Daken Bet Mubut.
Yes, you're seeing one right now. These dark spirits are the masked men. The masked robed people are the original 13 spirits.
Sisnigen, Fistun the only Lamrai Satai Dawn.
The reason there's so many of them is some of them got splintered, like the rest of us. Some of them got split into 13 pieces, like us. So there's 13 of them, and every time one dies, they just switch to the other one. So you would have to kill them 13 times. Because all they do is they pass their dark soul shard to the next version of them, and they get reborn in that new body. That guy who was just laughing, that was the main god, the Mother Crystal. The Mother Crystal smited the evil Dark Zodiarch and split the world into 13 fragments, and all of its inhabitants were split into 13. They tell you, Menphilia tells you this during when you first talk about Ascians. She tells you flat out, only 3 were unsundered. The 3 paragons. Everyone else is sundered, fragmented, splitted souls equally between 13 bodies. There's 3 dark spirits who lead the rest because they were unsundered. We've met the first one of the dark spirits who is unsundered, but we can't kill him yet. We haven't figured out a way to kill him. His name is La Habrea, remember? He was the one that was standing there in Thancred's body during the Ultimate Weapon fight that forced Ultimate Weapon to draw out and use Ultima. And then we fought him to free Thancred's body. Remember that? That was La Habrea, the first of the unsundered. But because he's a spirit, we could not kill him. He was only possessing Thancred. And we've met the second Paragon. The one they called Ambassador. The Assine in white. Elidibus. The second unsundered. But we haven't figured a way to kill them yet. We can defeat them, but they just jump from body to body. We're not destroying their spirit so they can come right back. So it's where we were at on the story on the free trial is we were trying to find the true echo, what it meant to have the gift, and what it actually means to be blessed. Because we just incorporated it with visions of the past. We don't know what it truly means to be blessed. In order to be able to kill a spirit, we need to understand what stops us from being tempered by the primals and what's stopping us from being taken over by one of these dark spirits. Something stops them from possessing us personally. They have to use people near us that have a connection to us to get near us. No. That's a side effect. The blessing is something else. The visions are a side effect of the blessing. It compels us to act by using visions, because the blessing cannot speak directly. The only thing the blessing can say directly to us is hear, feel, and think. It can't give us anything more than that. Those are the only words it knows. So it has to connect to us via visions to tell us what it's trying to tell us. You mean the Metachlorians? No, it's not that. I know what it is, but I can't say. It's a major spoiler. And you want to see the story. No, you've seen a portion of the story. We were up to fighting Leviathan and Ramu in the story. That is not the whole story. That's only 10% of the story. Literally 10%.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for more.
What you've seen with me up to Gaius and the ultimate weapon, and Levi and Rama.
Silver till lay ripe for the taking.
No.
Of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed.
After Rama was Shiva, the Ice Queen.
At the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worlds, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost.
We never got to that part.
Hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
I switched to my paid account, remember?
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control.
I have several characters. I can swap at any time.
And for this failure, the realm has
Literally, I can.
into depravity.
I can continue right from where we left off on my Dragon Girl.
Rotten.
But you all said you wanted me to stream a Lioness, remember? I asked you guys,
Yet
and the Lioness got the majority of the votes.
only Garlean rule.
You guys literally asked me to make a Lioness.
It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
I mean, I can continue right where we left off. We're not far off on my Dragoness. On the story. I don't have to do this. I did this because you guys wanted to see a Lioness. I can just log out and switch characters.
Hey, is the legate? Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that. But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands.
You haven't
I
seen my other
sense
ones
you.
at all. Woody, you've never seen the other characters.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord. Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
But I would have to reset up the HUD on every character.
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarian sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be...
I mean, I can always just show you the characters and switch back
Once, my
to
lord.
this one. I don't have to play the others right now. But I can show you them.
Garland.
Let you see which one you
Soon
like the
will be
most.
made to know the true power of Magitech.
I've already partially set up the dragon as his HUD. So you just hit log out. It doesn't take any time. Instantly logs out. You're back to the start screen. It connects to the data center. And then you can click world and see the list. These are the worlds I can play on. And there's my Diablo characters. My cat girl, Makote. Nova Kayla. She's in Dawn Trail though, so if we play her, you'll miss the story. Here's my original bunny. She's done with the story completely. And my little dragoness. Who's literally just fighting Leviathan. The water dragon. But you see what I'm saying? I have so many characters. And right here is my lioness on Corel. This one is right where we left off. If we play this one, I'm a black mage, and only a black mage, but we're exactly where we left off. Levi and Leviathan. And Rama. We're literally right there. My bunny has every class at 90. And that's what I'm saying. These are the differences between my characters. My cat girl is a monk. She plays bare fist boxing. That's what she does. My bunny is everything. My dragoness is a black mage. And she's gonna be arcanist for now. I'm really giving you guys the choice. You can either see the dragon and her point from where we left off, or I can continue working on the lioness. I literally just asked you. Like I said, I have multiple characters. I need to continue all of them eventually. If we want to continue the story from where we left off, we have to play one that's either new or where we are. See? It's gonna pop up all these shit about bounties, and I don't want that. I don't need that. See, she's literally 2 classes. And she's in a full set of gear already. Level 100. And has her relic. Zenith. See, these are my 2 outfits. I'll show you. Outfit 1. This was given away during a summer event. It's a bikini with like a open shirt. And then you have this. This is the same outfit that the bunny girl was wearing. You know, the little tiny crop top? But on a dragoness, it turns into a teddy. This is the same hempen camise that the bunny was wearing. But on a dragoness, it's a teddy. We're going all the way up there. And see, this is my chocobo. Icky Longhorn. And look at my saddlebag, all nice and neat. Look at my bag, all nice and neat. Oh, these are useless now. Dies don't matter anymore. And look, I have 187 glamour prisms. 187. But I only have 2 outfits right now. Hey, look. It's your favorite guy. Hoary Boulder. I know, right? Now there's 2 dragonesses in the team. And if you look at our clothes, we have the same horns. Look at my horns, then look at hers. They're exactly the same. It's a 1-to-1. Actually, no. This character hasn't been here since Heaven's Ward. So, technically, I was here first. Because we're the Warrior of Light. No matter what character we chose, we're first. We're in queue. I'm a DPS, I have to queue. The only difference between me and her is she has black scales and mine are white. Okay, so while we have time, let's go in here. I'm gonna start deactivating some of this bullshit. You have to do it on every character. We did it on our lioness, but we didn't do it on the dragoness. And if I play my bunny, I'd have to do it again. Nope. Yeah, the Black Mage has a 2-second cast time, but they can't move a lot or they cancel their spells. As you saw, just a flick of the wand accidentally, and my spells were cancelled, and I had to recast.
Till sea swallows all.
Or if something interrupts me by silencing me or stunning me, the entire cast has to be redone.
Still strive now. We owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath
Right.
of a primal.
High damage,
Never has our nation known
high
this
output,
better ally.
but if something hits me, I'm basically a dead water weight
On
character.
behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my
And they also need to make sure they turn to enemies so that I don't get hit. They need to gather everything up and keep them away from me so I can burn them all down. Because the Black Mage can do AoEs. So we can do massive fireballs that take up many enemies at the same time. But in order to do so, they have to be grouped together and away from me so I can hit them.
That they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts.
And that's where a lot of tanks tend to fail, I've noticed. It's the grouping everything up
Should any of your people
and keeping them
I
away.
would be pleased to initiate them.
A lot of tanks don't like to move anymore. They'll group them all up, stand in the center, and just pray you keep them alive.
Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is
No, you're supposed to avoid AoEs, keep the AoEs from hitting your team, group everything up, and keep aggro all on you. Because Black Mage can pull aggro from an enemy in 2
It
spells.
should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened
All
to
it takes
hear
is 4 seconds and I can still
I too
aggro.
noted a kinship between your style and mine own. Though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I
My
say?
dance is the same way
I'm a
though.
man of many talents.
I do one dance mantra, the technical step, and it hits for over 200,000 in a single strike.
Scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have...
It'll
met
drop
him
most
in the
small
woods
fries,
or
but the
with
bigger
the
enemies that have more
Lord
HP,
Charles,
they instantly
or
target
taken
me.
up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade lest you know.
They are. You'll be able to see one soon. This character's 55. So we're 5 levels away from Dancer?
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as
Maybe, because they gave you a full set of armor at 60.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment. But
Because the class starts at 60, they give you a
set
full
about
set of
sharing
60
your
armor.
martial knowledge with your people at once.
Which means I wouldn't have to farm armor for a while.
you wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself.
Ranged.
Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin
They're like the
resorted
bow,
to
they're
summoning
long
their
range.
god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash.
They throw spinning Xeno Warrior Princess discs at the enemy.
How it ends.
And it comes back to them like a boomerang. You remember the show Xena Warrior Princess that used to be on TV? The little chakra that she held in her hand that she would throw and it would come back?
Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill.
You remember the Xena Warrior Princess show from back in the early 90s?
All peoples, be they men or beastmen.
It was played by Lucy Lawless. She had this like circle blade in her hand that she'd throw and it would come back.
My people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall.
That's what Dancer uses as a weapon. That circle blade.
But know that it will lead to no good end.
That's the Dancer's weapon.
Man
Dual
has protected
chakrams.
himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this,
So you basically
the
turn into
Guardians
Xena.
and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot.
And that's the only way I can think of describing it.
When hopes
Honestly.
of coexistence
Because everyone knows the TV show Xena, because it's an
must
older
determine
show.
who has the
And I can
greater
reference
right
it
to
easily and people will know what I'm talking about. Yes, it is. You may not realize it, but Xena came out 25 years ago. $1999-2000. And see, it's right here. Level 60. Shall we dance? But I'm not 60 yet, I'm 55. Which is why we're progressing story, because I'm leveling off of it. The mission for story is only level 50, but I'm 55. The rogues meet the ninja. See, this is where when ninja first came into the game. This is the story mission that let ninjas be part of the game. The rogues met the ninjas. And then Limsa learned how to be a ninja. It's the only thing that'll give good experience. See, level 50. The mission's level 50. The only difference between Xena and us is we wear more skimpy clothes. The dancer outfits in this game are all fucking lewd. Every one of them.
have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul.
And what I'll do, Saffron, is while you're at work, I'll work on my lioness to get her up to par with this one.
It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal,
I'll just bash out story.
Invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimate. And the import of this observation,
and if you noticed, the dragon girls and the lion girls have no tits.
Could the legend in fact
They're all petite.
Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Asians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady,
The bunny girls
the Isle of
and
Man,
the
which for many years
Rogadins
have been the
had the
Order's
biggest
home,
breasts, I've
is no
noticed.
more.
No more? Whatever
Cat girls are about a C or D cup. Dragon girls are about a
Relate
A
only
or
that
B.
which hath been conveyed unto me from
Lionesses
our
are
elders.
about an A.
And if that
Elves are
news
about a
of the
C.
highest magnitude was recorded in the region, soon thereafter,
And
the
humans
birth
just
of
are
the
just
Isle
default B.
ceased to be.
But bunny girls are double Ds.
Postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
Same with Rogadins.
12 preserve.
All tits and no ass.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It's the running joke in this game. They're getting ready to add a butt slider after 10 years. .8 will have a butt slider.
It is done, my lord. I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Right now we're in 7.55. That's the story, the game's version. 7.55. And when the new expansion comes out, it's going to be 8.0. The new expansion comes out in January. So I won't be able to pre-order to after Christmas. Oh yeah, I know what this one is. I remember this now. We already saw this quest on my other character. We're just now getting Halo on PlayStation, you know? After how long? The Halo collection is coming to PlayStation. Forza 6 is already out on PC, but I can't get Forza 6 on PlayStation because it's not out on PlayStation. But it's in the pre-order. That's coming soon. They let us have games now from Xbox, but it's like 9 months later. After the hype for the game has died, 9 months after the game has come out, they say, okay, you can have it on PlayStation. It's freaking irritating. It's part of their new deal with PlayStation to get PlayStation games. To prove they weren't having a monopoly, they were told they had to allow certain Xbox games over to PlayStation, because when they tried to buy Activision Blizzard and all that, PlayStation came at them saying they're trying to get a monopoly on games. So Xbox had to sign a deal with PlayStation saying that certain games would come over to PlayStation.
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening.
Because they bought Bethesda and then they bought Activision, literally months apart from each other.
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man...
There was like a 3-month window between Bethesda and Activision.
To an Ul'dah, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's...
Exclusivity and tribalism of the communities is the biggest thing that will kill a console.
So where do the refugees fit into this?
It doesn't help games, it hurts games.
Places there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity. Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth.
Because when a game fails, the devs say, oh, people don't want the game. When they released it on one platform because it was exclusive for that platform.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight.
No, even then.
This has prompted more and more.
Some of the biggest titles that have come out have barely made it to other consoles because they just don't care. They want to sit there in tribalism and say, oh, it's exclusive, and then they want to complain when the platform that they went exclusive to doesn't perform well and they don't get enough sales. Well, they signed a 6-month exclusivity with that platform, which means if they leave that platform early, they get fined money. And if that game doesn't perform well, they have to pay the corporation back for the lost revenue of that month.
Ultimately resort to violence.
It's literally in PlayStation's thing. When you sign a terms for the game on PlayStation, it says if a game drops below 10% of its estimated value for that month, the devs have to pay the difference in that 10% value. This is why exclusivity kills games. Released on all platforms at the same time. It's the only way a game's gonna succeed. Because all they want to do is release all these niche games. Well, they keep releasing all these niche games. They know no one wants these niche games on one platform. But instead of pushing them everywhere at the same time. They stagger releases depending on the platform, which pisses off the fan base, because now that fan base has one person who's playing on Xbox and their friends playing on PlayStation, but that friend on PlayStation has to wait 4 months. So when they finally get it, their other friend no longer wants to play the game. And then they wonder why their games don't sell well. It's all games. No matter what game you're playing. They did it with Grounded as well. Grounded came out on Steam and Xbox first. Grounded for Life. When you have to play as the Honey I Shrunk the Kids characters and around in a big bug-fested world. Grounded 1 came out. And then it was a full fucking year before it came to PlayStation. And everyone who had friends who was playing it on PC and Xbox, they were already done with the game and tired and bored. No one wanted to play it anymore. Because it was a full fucking year later. And they're doing it again with Grounded 2. Grounded 2 is already out on PC and Xbox. But you won't find it on PlayStation. It's not the game is bad. It's not the game is limited. It's they signed exclusive rights that said they cannot release it on PlayStation. So everyone who's playing the game, playing the early access, playing the beta, is sitting there playing the game. They're going to get bored of it. After 2 months of no updates, they're going to get bored, and they're going to walk away. And then there'll be 10 months of silence from the game devs, and it'll finally come out as 1.0 on PlayStation, and they'll try to rehype it up, but no one will want to touch it again, because it's been a year. Helldivers is not exclusive to this. Helldivers did this, yes, but they did it worse. They literally banned player countries from playing the game. They didn't actually ban it off platforms. Helldivers banned it from countries. If the country did not allow PlayStation Network in that country, it was banned. And you know how many countries don't have PSN? 86. 86 countries had the game removed from their stores and their money refunded. After they were playing at launch. And Sony decided to implement this after launch. 86 countries cannot play Helldivers. Not because the game is bad, because it's banned. No, it still requires you verify with a PSN. When you sign into Helldivers, it says verifying PSN license. It's still banned in 86 countries, Saffron. They didn't remove the ban, they just removed the filter. If you own it in those 86 countries, you can literally get in trouble. They can fine you for owning the game in those 86 countries. Do you realize how big those countries are? The names you just said? Russia alone is 8 billion players. Billion. Billion. And then they wonder why the community died. And now Sony wants to stop disc-based games, period. You can't buy disc-based games anymore. You cannot. And it's gonna kill them. Because it gets rid of backwards compatibility, the #1 sell point of the PlayStation. No. There's no guarantee it's going to come with a CD drive. And right now, the PS5 has a portable DVD drive you can buy, but it does not come default. It's an extra $100 bill to buy the DVD drive. And it only works on the new versions of the PS5. The ones that have that little half panel in the middle, where the one side panel splits in two. It does not work on all PS5s. I have an original PS5, and they told me flat out it's not compatible with your original PS5. Yeah. They're going digital only, completely. And if you have a disk drive, pretty soon it won't work. They can easily just flip a switch and make it so that that DVD drive is no longer update by forcing a mandatory PSN update. That's all they have to do. Force a mandatory PSN update. And suddenly you can't play anymore with your CD drive. Yeah. Yep. They're trying to cut costs because of greed. There's nothing that says they have to cancel CDs. Look at the metric data of all the markets out there, okay? VHS, still making tapes today. DVD, still making CDs today. CD player, still making CDs. Vinyls, still making new vinyls. Blu-ray, still making Blu-rays. 4K ultraviolet, still making them. The only ones that are trying to change and get rid of the CD is fucking PlayStation. They don't want to spend 9 cents per CD anymore for you to put the CD in and have it download. Because that's what it was. You'd put the CD in and it would have it download from the CD. Don't ask me. I was already talking to you. I didn't even notice you were modded. And you know I have the settings low on that stuff. Did you type something wrong?